Welcome to the latest installment of Average Shot. Today,
back down in Texas.
We're in Texas. We'll be shooting at an 8-inch plate off a tripod out in the middle of this field. So we're gonna start at roughly 100 yards. And what the goal is, we're gonna range it. We're gonna shoot the 8-inch plate. And it's all about first round impacts. Shane's shooting a 6 GT today. I'm shooting my 308 that I'm getting ready for Mammoth. And the goal is to just walk, turn around, range it, engage it. Only first round impacts count. You're out if you miss. And today we're finding out what our maximum kill shot on an animal would be. The 8-inch plate simulates the 8-inch kill zone of you know, your typical animal that you're gonna find up here in the Northeast area to hunt. So anyways, without further ado, let's start fucking walking. Update! You gotta be fucking kidding me! Firmware update? Seriously?
SD card full. Yeah. Battery low.
I hope you guys appreciate what we're doing out here because it's way too damn cold. That drone, it just chewed through a battery in like 10 minutes. And it's not following us. I'm not having very much fun. But I'm gonna shoot anyway. Because when else are you going to be in Texas?
You gotta take advantage of the weather.
Take advantage of the weather. All right. So, 100 yards.
Low battery warning.
Oh yeah, great.
We're aware.
Alright, so I made my shot. I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna put my magazine in. And now off a tripod, 8-inch plate. Impact. Plate still there this time?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So there we go. 8-inch off a tripod, 100 yards, 6 GT and 308. First round impacts. Let's move it back. All right. So now we're walking. And honestly, I wish I could do better at filming this for you guys, because in my head, listen to that wind. In my head, this is way more of an epic shot with the drone, but the battery is too cold. It's not really doing anything. So let's go right back up here to the road. So we'll see what the range is here, and then move on. All right, range to the target. So what is it?
156.
156. So we're gonna put the dope in and go from there.
Yeah, like a whopping 0.1 for me. 156. I guess.
impact. Clear the gun. Mag back in. Leave the bolt down. Okay. So you're ready to walk it back again. Distance
220.
0.7.
0.7.
220 yards, 308 off a tripod. That's the 6 GT and the 308 at 220 yards. First round impacts off the tripod. Now let's move it back. And we're walking. Head on out this way. This will be pretty good. What do you think? 280?
No, where were we?
220.
Alright, yeah,
We're perfect, 280. I'll set you guys up here. Alright, so you guys can see there's like a little clearing right over here. The target's in the center of that clearing. And right now is 290 yards. Listen to that wind, dude. That's not helpful.
I think I'm going to hold a little bit towards the right.
Impact! Impact. It's an impact, and we're moving on. $342 yards?
Yes, sir.
All right. I do.
Sounds like a large one, too.
Impact!
I heard it. Yes, sir.
So what works for one person may not work for another. But I think in instances like this, especially in a hunting scenario, you kind of want to take your time and get as comfortable as you can so you put out a real good shot. Impact! What was this distance? 350 something?
352, 342, something like that.
Yep, nice. All right, first round impact for the 6 GT and the 308 at 350. Now, I think this is where it's going to start getting kind of fun.
That's dicey.
A little dicey. Off to the next one.
It's only 386.
Let's go back another 20.
Yeah, or up to you.
Yeah, another 20 yards.
The sooner we both miss, the sooner we can get warm.
Yeah. You hear that, guys? Say it again, Shane.
The sooner we both miss, the sooner we can get warm.
I have a feeling on the average shot show that's going to be any time now. I have a feeling all the viewers are going to hear is just a bunch of heavy breathing with periodic shots, you know, shots fired.
ASMR.
ASMR. Yeah. Yeah. Bentley.
Tractor.
413 yards.
1.4 up, 0.1 left.
Impact.
Back.
Nice shot, Shane.
Thank you.
That is that's no small feat, fellas. 420 yards off a tripod at an 8-inch plate. So we're approaching that 2 MOA area. I think we're gonna start getting to a point where the
Episode's gonna end. What's your confidence rating in the shot there?
in a field environment, after a long walk in the snow and stuff, my heart's kind of racing a bit. I'd say this is, before I take the shot, this is probably right about it for me. You know what I mean? Just coming out here, I think I had said 50 earlier was probably about as much as I felt confident with, and now we're starting to dive into the unknown. Wind's going to be a lot more of a factor, right?
Yeah.
Stability, we're approaching that 2 MOA area of the target. You know, if this is a 1 MOA gun and I've got a half or a 1 MOA wobble zone, I'm now using up all of my available space. 0.5, 10th left.
You're all dialed?
All dialed. Yep. Hit it? Nope. That's a miss. Yep. And honestly, I have no idea where I missed. I think, so I had the trigger cam running. Maybe on the footage on the back end, we can kind of see what the, maybe where the problem was, but I have no clue where I missed. So that's it for me. I'm done. The 308 is finished. Last impact I made was right around that 350 yard mark. So we're gonna walk back and see if that 6 GT can take it the next 40 to 60 yards.
Yeah. We're starting to get out there a little bit now.
Ready? Yep. Impact.
Impact.
Nice shot.
Thank you, sir.
So I was trying to articulate it before when we were walking over here, But one of the reasons why a flatter, faster cartridge is ideal for things like this is for two reasons in field environments. One, it might be hard to get an accurate distance at your target, right? So for instance, if you misrange something by 50 yards at this kind of a distance, something that's going 3,100 feet per second isn't going to deviate off its trajectory enough to miss an 8-inch plate at this kind of a distance, right? So you could gain a little bit more in your margin of error by shooting a faster, flatter projectile. Also, I believe that when you start getting into more fields type shooting where the shooter has so much of an input as to the discrepancy of where the bullet actually goes versus your point of aim, I also think you're gaining a little bit there too, right? So if both guns are 1 MOA guns, right, and you know, we both range something to within 1 or 2% of the correct distance, that 308, because of its trajectory, it's coming down at the target, making the target appear actually smaller on the face, right? Whereas this is more or less just traveling as flat as possible, opening up the actual surface area as it approaches. So just things to think of. That's my personal opinion on it. I'm sure there's more scientific guys out there that can tell me why I'm right or why I'm wrong, but that's my understanding of it, so I'm sticking to it. Yep. So another 40 to 50 yards back.
Yeah, crack it back.
Sounds good. This is the final distance for all the marbles. If he can make this, what's the distance here?
537.
537. So we're going from tree line to tree line in this field.
Dial 2.3.
2.3 mils.
And we have 3 feet 8 inches of drop at this distance.
Only 3 feet of drop. That's how flat this thing is flying at 500 and how many yards?
537.
537.
8 inch. I think that was a mess.
Didn't hear an impact.
Followed up.
All right.
No. The target is broken.
So we got 2 misses at 537 yards. The goal of this is to find out where our first round impact max is in sort of like a field environment. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to simulate the walk out to your position. You see an animal, you range it, and that's all the information you got, right? You see the animal, you ranged it, you know your environment, hopefully you know your dope, and you get 1 shot at it to make a kill shot. So what's your max distance, Shane?
4 and some change.
400 and whatever the last distance was, which I will put that right there in the video. Yeah, it's like 400 and something yards, mid 450s, I bet. So.
And what was yours, Derek? Are you gonna put it right there?
Yep, I'm gonna put it right there.
Beautiful.
Right around the 350 something mark was the last impact I made, and then I believe I missed at like 413 or 414. So yeah, so like I was saying, this is not the Bible for everybody, right? There are people out there that are a lot better shooters than us, right? We just kind of wanted to bring out 2 different guns, one cartridge that is very, very common, right? And I would say that as far as the average hunter goes, I'm probably up there in the above average category, right? So I know what I'm doing with my dope. I know the rifle, right? And I think when I came out here, I said 350 yards. You know, I feel pretty confident there. And then it's funny, we get right to that 414 yards or so, and you asked me, you know, how confident do you feel? I kind of thought that was like uncharted territory, you know? I mean, standing off a tripod trying to hit an 8-inch target at, you know, 414 yards is...
Yeah, tripod does not make it easy.
Yeah, if you've never shot off a tripod, you should try it sometime. It's not as locked in as you probably think it is. So there's quite a lot of technique to it. We're by no means the best when it comes to shooting off tripods, but I do like Shane's position though, getting down on the knee. If you can see it, I think in some ways that probably helped you. If I had done that, I might have grabbed an extra position or two. But yeah.
I mean, that was kind of, I ended up right around where I was going to end up too. I figured 500.
Yeah.
That's about my limit. And, you know, we're 530. If we walked up 30 yards, that might be it.
Yeah, exactly. So
but it's too damn cold for that today.
Too cold. Yeah, trudging around in the snow, getting a little out of wind, a little bit shaky on the stand, and just trying to figure out what that one shot, one kill max distance is. I think for me, I feel confident saying that's 350 yards. Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I'd say my comfortable 480.
480. There we go.
487 to be exact.
487. Yeah. Well, that's because you've taken a deer at 487. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, 2 rifles, one super common, 308. It's factory ammunition, federal gold medal match, shooting a 175 Sierra Match King, and Shane's 6 GT. And you tell them about that real quick.
Yeah, 6 GT, so that's running Alpha Brass, H4350. I got 38.5 grains of that, pushing Burger 109s, and they're running right around 3130, so they get there quick.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, like I said, and there's something to that whole angle of approach thing, where it actually shrinks up the face of the target a little bit too. So just all things to consider. I think when you're starting to compare, you know, age-old, tried and true, trusty 308 versus some of these younger Wildcats. Of course, the GT's not a Wildcat, but it was based off of a couple Wildcats. So yeah, hand loads. Yeah, anyways, good shooting today, man.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll see you on the next one.